You know, in Japanese Reiki, when it comes to the hands-on healing part of the practice, the only two set positions are the front of the eyes and the side of the head. So they're two head positions. And that's because in the Eastern wisdom it was understood that so much of our life experience is in this. It's to do with our brain, to do with our mind, to do with our mindset and our egos, which is a construct of the brain. It impacts every aspect of self, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. And so for that reason, we always start at the head. And the idea is that when we work on the head, even with the energy, that can solve a lot of the problems that are in the energy body. And so it's a much more efficient way to practice Reiki and hands-on healing. Most people, when they think of Reiki, think of the hands-on healing part of the practice. And in fact, in the West, that is the core practice. And so it's not surprising that the hands-on healing aspect of the practice is considered synonymous with Reiki. When people come and learn Japanese Reiki, they're surprised to discover that, in fact, the number one healing and spiritual practice is a practice that works directly on the mind and on the mindset. And it's a set of principles that we contemplate every morning and every night, and the idea is to then over time integrate them into our day and integrate them into our way of being, and to open and shift our mindset towards being kind and compassionate and grateful. But grateful not in a conditional way where it's only grateful for the good. Even the concepts of good and bad are softened through these practices. And so as you work through these practices over time, less things bother you, less things around you have the capacity to upset you. Your inner light and inner joy is much more stable and much less moved by external things. And so of course that improves your experience in life in general. Those mindset principles are the number one healing and spiritual practice. And the hands-on healing energy part of the practice is one of several practices within the system of Reiki. And in fact, working with the other practices support and provide the foundation to bolster the hands-on healing aspect of the practice. Yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you, that the number one spiritual and healing practice in Reiki is actually nothing to do with hands-on healing. It is the mindset practices.